Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the Demon List channel. Today's episode will cover notable community events that happened in the month of May and June of 2022, such as releases of notable levels and the insane achievements of SPACEUK. So without any further ado, here's Kutsu with the main story. Back in 2020, a certain United Kingdom player who had beaten 3 demons, Decode, Windy Landscape, and Layak at the time, tried to test his skill by beating his very first Extreme Demon. It was not just a normal Extreme Demon though, it was a main list Extreme Demon which was ranked number 20 on the list at the time, Wasaretta. On the 19th of August 2020, and after 35,000 attempts, he pulled through and beat Wasaretta as his very first Extreme Demon and 4th demon overall. The player who beat it goes by the name of SPACEUK. After this monumental achievement, SPACEUK made himself known in the GD community and eyed on to another big completion as his 5th demon. He set eyes on the then number 1 ranked demon on the demon list, the Golden, as his 5th demon, and immediately started his biggest journey. And then it happened after a little under 4 months and 51,000 attempts. He beat the then 2nd hardest level in Geometry Dash, since it had been pushed down in the 4 months it had taken him to beat it, and immediately set his footprint in the Geometry Dash community. Following his completion of the Golden, Space beat some easier levels before turning his sight onto Kinos, which he beat on March 18th, 2021, after 38,000 attempts. This completion seemingly unleashed the beast inside SPACEUK, and in the next 3 days he beat Arctic Lights, Catalyze, and Crimson Planet being number 5 at the time. After beating Catalyze and Crimson Planet, he reached 2 of his first accolades, reaching the top 100 on the demon list Stats Viewer, and eventually passing the 1,000 list point mark. Space's hunger for more did not stop as he beat Tartarus, the then hardest demon in Geometry Dash, in 27,000 attempts. It was this completion when he started to grow in popularity as one of the most skilled rising top players in the game. He further solidified this by beating Zodiac, the number 3 demon, in 28,000 attempts to complete the entire top 5 in April of 2021. Now we fast forward to August of that year. During that time, Space had beaten countless mainless demons in seemingly no time, while he was desperately waiting to challenge himself again with a top demon. In July of that year, Truefet was verified by Beirut, and it was rated in August. When this incredibly hard level was finally rated, Space saw this as an opportunity to chase something he had not achieved before, being the first victor of a level on the demon list. He pulled through on September 11, 2021, becoming the first victor of Truefet after 14,000 attempts. Only 2 days later, he beat Promethean in 7,000 attempts, and with Truefet being placed on number 3 on September 16th, he had beaten the entire top 11. SPACEUK already achieved more than even most top players could do, but what was about to come was nothing more than mind-boggling. SPACEUK went down the list and beat top 25s in a terrifying pace, beating top demons in near record low attempt counts. While he was doing so, he was collecting many new accolades and milestones, such as beating the entire top 20 after being Lucid Nightmares, and finishing off the entire top 25 after his completion of Acoustic Records. Now, back then Tartarus was still reigning supreme as the number 1 demon in Geometry Dash. That is, until Ice Cave announced on October 15th that Slaughterhouse, his newly redecorated Old Impossible level, was being verified through a verification race, with him choosing the players to get copies of said level. Space, who was annoyed of Tartarus being ranked number 1 for so long, asked Ice Cave to join the race, and he accepted his plea. Barely a week after, while the race seemed like it just started, SPACEUK did the unthinkable and verified Slaughterhouse after 1 death and 93% and 41,000 attempts. Space could name himself a verifier now, and the day after the verification of Firework, all of Firework, Slaughterhouse, and Arcturus got rated in the infamous rating of 3 projected top 1 demons. With Slaughterhouse being placed at number 1, Space was now the top of the demon list in 2 different ways. He was the verifier of the hardest demon in Geometry Dash, and subsequently passed RG to become the number 1 ranked player in Geometry Dash. Following these achievements, he went on in typical Space fashion and became the first victor of Firework after 31,000 attempts, just a month after he verified Slaughterhouse. And, after beating Arcturus in 14,000 attempts on January 4th, 2022, he had completed the top 20 once again. For just 2 days, the rate of Sakupin Circles resulted in it being placed at number 1 on the demon list immediately. However, there was still good news for him, as he got decisively voted as the best player from 2021 in the Geometry Dash Awards that year. After taking a short break, Space had one last goal in mind, doing something only Enswish had achieved before, beating the entire main list. After beating 7 main lists to get back from his short break on March 27th, Space beat Sakupin Circles, the now number 2 ranked level in the game, in 28,000 attempts as the second victor of the level, and with him having completed the top 22 again. Just a little under a month afterwards, he completed Lotus Flower to beat the entire top 34, and 4 days later he beat Nelf, which resulted in the completion of the top 52. He was closer than ever and started to massively ramp up his speed and beating the lower end of the main list in seeming no time. Almost daily he beat a new level, or sometimes even beat 2 main lists on the same day, such as Congregation in Sparkling or Goner in Calamity. He also posted up insane flukes such as fluking Calamity from 58 and Asterios from 53. Space was closer than ever, and on May 8, 2022, with his completion of Sephiroth, he did it. He became the second person after Enswish, and nearly 2 years ago, to complete the entire main list, reaching his final goal. SPACEUK has done it all, verifying the #1 demon, posting up insane milestones that have never been done before, being first victor of top levels, and lastly beating the entire top 75. SPACEUK, we congratulate you for this massive achievement, and wish you all the best for your future endeavors.
While GD LITE hasn't had much happen over the last several years, it recently had a spontaneous update. Not only did it add electrodynamics and clubstep as new levels, but also went on and added plenty of 2.2 features. Some of those features are the new color picker, which shows a preview of the swing copter and the platformer version of the ship, an icon at the homepage to join the official GD Discord server, a version of MegaHack's practice music hack implemented into the native game mode indicators on portals, and plenty more. Data miners also found that there would be around 850 total icons in 2.2, along with 106 new colors, a potential third level, the event mode, which seemingly works similarly to the daily or weekly level, and a bunch of new level complete messages. The iOS 15 bug was also mostly fixed, which is a great sign for mobile players on iPhone. It's exciting to see new content being released even in small amounts, especially considering that 2.2 is supposed to be released in 2022. Big ups to RobTop from the Demon List fam. Also in the month of June, the stats viewer received the so-called extended list buff, meaning the list point values for levels lower on the list were slightly increased relative to the point values for levels higher up. With 69,420 records submitted in total, the list staff could finally step back and realize that extended list grinders weren't being properly compensated. If you happen to beat a lot of extended lists, or steal, check your spot on the stats viewer, you may have gone up a little. Lastly, we'd also like to mention a YouTube channel that popped up in October of 2021 called Daily GD Reactions. It captures the celebrations of everyone who beat a main list level the day before. Rico LP runs the channel, so credit goes to him for creating these videos. Now I'll hand it off to rocipher for upcoming levels.
Hey guys, Shman here. May saw the previews and trailers of a handful of upcoming Extreme Demons. To start out, Cobwebs is a short yet interesting addition to this list. Its spooky and ominous atmosphere is enhanced by the song and wonderful decoration done by the talented creator NineDice, alongside its short yet absurdly difficult layout made by Taika. All of this makes Cobwebs stand out amongst its counterparts. Cobwebs is still currently being verified by Cursed, who obtained 63% on the level. Good luck to him on the verification, and congrats to NineDice and Taika on finishing this level. A Doom-themed mega collab layout with impressive visuals was previewed recently, and has already received 2 incredible decorated parts. Sinister Sensations by Sind and Electro543 is a very impressive upcoming level, featuring creative and unique gameplay from many talented creators, and stunning designs and theming in its finished decoration parts. We can't wait to see what this level has in store next. The final level to talk about for May is an absolutely incredible Extreme Demon, which had its amazing layout previewed over a year ago. Cytokinesis by Sawseth and More is an absolute masterpiece themed around a secret toxic laboratory, and the decoration has been far from disappointing. The atmosphere of the level is nearly unmatched, with its unique and brilliant gameplay, combined with its amazing effects, design work, and cohesion that brings this level to life. Cytokinesis is only half done, but we hope that this team of outstanding creators can finish this level soon. June was a very interesting month for previewed and revealed extremes. One of the most visually stunning of these aforementioned levels is a masterful remake of a classic 2.0 level. Edge of Destiny, hosted by CD Music, is a remake of the unnerfed version of Blade of Justice, which features many incredible designs, effects, works of art, and so much more from numerous talented creators, including Kuluk, Avadi, Parallax, Apple CR, and so many more. The level is estimated to place high on the main list, with Poltergeist as the verifier. We can't wait for the level to be released and verified soon. So good luck to Poltergeist, and congratulations to CD Music and the other creators on finally finishing this masterpiece. Another long-awaited and highly regarded extreme which was finally finished this month is Doggy's Mega Collab after nearly 2 years of production time. Exosphere features a unique red and white color scheme and contains incredible work with designs, effects, and contrasts. The level ends on an incredibly high note, with parts from Viper Arcturus and Rhinoxus containing absolutely amazing effects and colors, and the background used in Creo's music video as well. The level's brilliant theming and execution makes it stand out among many other recent extremes, and hopefully we can see Exosphere verified and released in the very near future. Ram is an interesting design level that was first previewed in late June, featuring interesting designs, clean color combinations, and well-made gameplay with well-executed sync and flow. James, the host, revealed this project as hopefully his best and hardest work, revolving around an electric theme. Good luck to James on continuing to host this excellent and promising project. Another rich and well-made design level that had its decoration previewed this month is Lotus, hosted by Cyril SR, a level which had its excellent layout revealed 6 months ago, containing the works of many of GD's most talented layout creators. The decoration showcased parts from Codex, Scrumpy, Darwin, Jenkins, and James, and with such a promising start, we hope to see more previews of this project out soon. The last level we're going to talk about is the new Mindcap project, which was showcased towards the end of the month. Showcasing classic tech-themed designs, Dualies is a project which was first started by Gablor many years ago and was finally finished this month, as she will hopefully verify this level soon. Congrats to Mindcap and the creators for finishing this level.
The month of May saw a wide variety of notable level releases of every kind. Starting off with the Mega Collabs, Reanimate, a level inspired by the well-known 2.0 level Reanimation, got verified by Nexus after the level got previewed the month prior. The level combines the hellish theme that Reanimation had combined with intense movements and flashy glow effects. It is an easier to medium and extreme demon, so definitely try it out if you can. Next up, a new spin-off Hell level was released, being the Hellnuts, which was made in a 1.9 GDPS and got released on May 12 after it was verified by NAC. Just a day after, Quor, the long-awaited space and galaxy-themed entry extreme mega collab by Viprin and his team, got verified by Aeon Air. It is amazing to see the level finally get released after the years of work put into the level. As for solo levels, the robot-only extreme demon Shardscapes by Kiba got released after being verified by Iruni. The level combines a unique atmosphere with very difficult timing-based gameplay. If you're comfortable with a different experience of timing levels, this level is definitely worth a try. If that was not enough, 2 of Ren 241's levels from his Breaking Bad trilogy, Gustavo Fring and Jesse Pinkman, got verified by Aquatic and Comalize respectively, and were released this month. They are both projected to place on the demon list, so if you want to have one or maybe both of these names and trend on your StatSphere page, you should not miss out on them. Moving on to the month of June, the last level of said trilogy, Walter White, was released as an open verification project on Ren's account, being verified by Laser. Henken, the top 20 projected mega collaboration of Plolek and Yosio, was verified by Gokil and released just shortly after. This level looks absolutely brutal to play, so if you feel confident in your skill, there's no harm in giving this a shot. Abaddon, a collaboration which is around mainless difficulty, got released after being verified by Lord Vadercraft this month. Though being on the shorter end lengthwise, the level looks very brutal and challenging. Hazy Skyscraper by Yuko, the sequel to Sick Out of Fashion, was verified by Vic Turkey as well, using another one of NineDice's songs with similar style as his predecessor. Disaster Dive by IndieRam was also released this month after being verified by Laser GD, being a remake of the early 2.1 level Deception Dive. Last but certainly not least, the greatly awaited 9 Circles level, The Hallucination by Cyquel and Voci, got released on June 19, after being verified by Voci. The gameplay of the level interacts with the song in a way never seen before in a 9 Circles level. It is one of the most innovative levels in recent times, and projected to place in the top 15 on the demon list once rated. That's about it for level releases this month. On to the list analysis and the team updates.
June was a less eventful month for promotions and additions to the demon list staff. However, they should still be recognized. Squad joined the team as a list helper, and Cyril was promoted to list moderator. Congrats to them. In June, there were a series of notable additions and movements on the demon list. As mentioned before, Abyss of Darkness was placed at the throne of the list, dethroning Slaughterhouse at number 1, now ranked as the new hardest demon in Geometry Dash. Hard Machine was moved up from 6 to 4, back into the top 5 above Tartarus and below Firework. Interestingly, had Hard Machine been initially rightfully placed above Tartarus when it was first placed, the level would have been considered the hardest demon at the time. Molten Gear was moved up 9 spots above Sephiroth and below Infinite Iniquity to 72. It now sits at the foot of the main list. Quoar by Flossia and more was placed at 146 and now on the Legacy list, above Rate Demon and below Crystal. Verdant Landscape was raised above Zodiac to number 10, bringing Zodiac out of the top 10 after over 3 years. The challenging NC Demon Aerial Gleam was placed at number 13 above Kira's and below Kino's, pushing Plasma Pulse Finale out of the top 50. Shardscape's Raikiba, the tough robot base demon, was placed at 33 above Bloodlust and below Silent Club. Sparkling was moved down 14 spots to 54 below Chroma Finale and above Spectrum Cyclone. Boogie was lowered significantly by over 30 spots to 149 to the foot of the extended list. Loden the Fish Washer was placed at 142 above BX20 and Quantum Processing. Doldamos Jazer's Dual Base Demon was placed at 112 above Digital Ascent and below Stygian Machinery. Controller was placed at 85 above Rage and below Kuzureta. And that's all the list changes for this month. For top 10 completions this month of May and June, we have Zoink, Smile GD, and Bibu finishing Firework. Cursed, MSG, Tuggy, Snowballer, Emiliano 56, Trick, and Dice mastering Hard Machine. Person Human 52, DeBusy Cookie, Xeroxy, YOLO Mode Bloom, Viper Venom 95, Paleo Move 12, Vane, and GD Merrick terminating Tartarus. GD Ultim 8, Zoink, Kelvin, Beirut, Surtan, and Tagmaster achieving Arcturus. Dillinator 1, Zari, Tagmaster, and N-Switch slaying Sonic Wave Infinity. Zoink, GD Muno, Jonah, Powdered, Rico LP, Tuggy, Hover, YOLO Mode Bloom, Trick, Denny, and Thunder transcending True Effect. And Poggy, Numbers, Black Hole, and Cobra Blitz gaming the golden. Huge GGs to everyone on these incredibly difficult top 10s. Along with this, Critical Error, an old 2.0 level by Yo-Yo, was verified by Speedy Moffat on May 25th in just under 52,000 attempts. The level has a fairly long history, but with it being relatively unknown, and a lot of it is lost to time, it is said to be around Bloodlust difficulty, so if you have the skill, give it a try. The last notable achievement in May was the completion of Butiti 3 on 60Hz mobile by GD Venfi. After dying at 98, Venfi was finally able to complete the level after just under 20,000 attempts. A huge congrats to him for this stellar accomplishment, and best of luck on future endeavors. In June, we had a completion of Bloodlust on 75Hz by AGS Echo, an absolutely mind-blowing accomplishment that just shows how far low refresh rate GD has come. Along with this, we've had more progress in Silent Club set, with Paco gaining a new record of 72 this month, getting even closer to seeing a verification.
Do you remember Reanimation from the 2.0 update? Yeah, it's one of the most iconic levels overall and has amazing atmosphere and intensity. But what if I told you that the very same level got a remake in 2.1? This is Reanimate, a mega collab featuring many talented creators. As a standalone level, this is amazing. The designs, while inconsistent in quality in some parts, are all overall great and build intensity incredibly well. However, when you factor in that the level is a remake of Reanimation, there's some flaws to it in my opinion. For example, the original level sacrificed syncing the layout of the song at one point to build anticipation for what is to come later, that being the boss fight. Speaking of the boss fight, there is no boss fight in this level, which is quite underwhelming. It's one of the coolest parts in Reanimation, and not having it seems a bit off. It looks like the gameplay creators kind of forgot what Reanimation was really building upon in the second half and made their own style of gameplay. Of course, all of this criticism isn't to say the level is bad. For example, that last part with all the explosions going on is amazing and really feels like a huge break of energy after going through all of the level. But in general, I have mixed feelings, mostly because of the things they left out while remaking the level. For that reason, I'd say the level succeeds in upgrading the intensity of the original level, as well as the designs, but is a bit underwhelming when it comes to carrying a lot of the iconic pieces of the level. For that reason, I'll give the level a 7.5 out of 10. Great job to the creators for making this level.
This month's player shoutout goes to an incredibly underrated player who sits at top 50 on point to create, Skycrab. Skycrab has done some insane things in the game throughout their career, with the hardest of thinking space and having 44 list demons. It's very rare that a player this prominent in skills goes under the radar for this much time, so be sure to go show this legend some love and check out their channel. In May, we selected the Reaper as the list demon of the month, and we'd like to congratulate Dreamzone GD, Z Squid Knight, and Quiver for being the fastest players to beat it. For June, we chose the Moon Below by Unveil. We'd like to congratulate It's Kintamic, GZ, and EvilStuff83 for being the fastest players to beat it. For next month, we decided to choose Factory Realm X by Hellpegasus. As always, the first 3 players to beat it will receive a special shoutout in our next video, as well as have their names recorded on the Demon List Discord server. We wish you all luck, and look forward to seeing who will beat it first. And that wraps up this month's highlights video. The writers and voicers were Kutsu, Rockhole, rocipher, Volcanium, Ender, Shman, and Cunk. The editors were Kutsu, Cunk, Rockhole, and LastPrismAlex. Thanks for watching!